All right, so just a little check-in, kind of sharing a bit of my aha moments as I'm going through this. So currently I'm focused on make this responsive design. Right now I had this kind of skeleton here where the left bar wasn't going all the way down. Um, it was not it's not responsive at all. So I said, okay, at some point I just want to get to do that. So I am struggling through that, and it's a bit of a note to my future self. I'm editing here, so I was able to get a couple of things going that I wanted to get going. It was first have this nav bar on the left, and that I accomplished by having that as a floating group. So the menu here is a floating group uh, um, tied to the top left. And right now it shows all the time, so it's not there yet, but I remember struggling quite a bit to have this out there. And the that's the first thing. And the other side is the size of it, because you can see here that this was it didn't finish, and I remember there was a way to have it grow to the vertical height. Bubble doesn't have a native way, so what I had to do is to use this nice little plugin here, Hero Sizing. It is the Ultimate Toolkit plugin, Hero Sizing. I struggled with it, how exactly to make it work, but I just put it here. I said, okay, I'll place it at 640, meaning I don't want my window to be any smaller than 640, so I guess this should trigger it. And then give a little bit, and it takes care of the rest. Let's see if I can scale this so this thing sticks there. It seems that to cover everything. It's still, the page goes all the way too far down. And the other thing is that the menus on the as a repeating group. So before here, I just had this kind of things in there, and they were each themselves their own little group, and I don't see this. It wasn't so handy because a couple of times I had wanted to change the order, and then to change the order is quite heavy. And so what I figured was I could use, and also each one of these, like every time you click, there was like its own thing, which mode does it send over to that. And what I figured is I could use the option sets. This is very small things here. And I just listed all the different things there, and now I put all those menu icons here as a repeating group. And the repeating group, the data source is all those option sets of navigation modes, right? And that is not perfect, but I kind of like the solution because it lets me change the priority, the order of these things. Like right now, the org works. If I want to put question first, or I can move this up, and then it would just rearrange and show it there. So that's the first kind of nice little feature that I get from it. And then come on. Yeah, so see, you can kind of manage it from that side. And the other part that I was trying to do is to have the icons, be part of this, which I have done in a different application I have. But the problem here is that I had on this thing here, these are all kind of custom icons that I made. Well, I took the stuff that I bought from the guys from Tailwind, so Steve Schroger and Adam Wattam from Tailwind. Maybe it was the Refactoring UI kit, had a bunch of icons in there, and I wanted to use those, and I like the double colors, and it's nice how it, kind of everything lights up in there, but it was just so quote unquote expensive to make it do. I had to kind of put them together in Figma, and I'm not very comfortable with Figma yet. So I just said, okay, let me use something more native. And I was having this part of I wanted to have the icon be part of the attribute, but it's not really gonna work yet because I cannot add an attribute that is like an icon. I mean, I could have an image or a file, but I don't want to do that. I want to use the, what am I using now? The Google Material Icons thing. So I'm going to stick with that. And what I will have to do is to change the, actually change the icon from here. So if it is this type, then it should show this icon. No, it's here. Yeah, voila. So if it is parent group is this, then show that. If it is something else, show something else. But at least I can control it from somewhere. Not ideal, but one step.